So next up is our fundraiser of the year. This goes to a guy who can talk a room full of tightwads into opening their wallets faster than you can say champ. By day, Rob Salonga is a successful HR executive. By night, pretty much every other waking hour, he's a fundraising machine in Ridgefield and beyond. He's Scotland's PTA extraordinaire, the chair of the Princess Ball, captain of the Ridgefield Cheer Dads, member of the David Buckley Memorial Cornhole Championships, board member for the Junior Achievement and Social Impact Partners, organizer of the RHS Business Symposium, and together, you and your lovely wife Heather never miss a Ridgefield Fathers Club event or gala that supports kids, families, veterans, or any cause that actually moves the needle. Rob doesn't just attend, he raises serious money, and for stuff that matters. And in the little free time that he has left, he shifts into dad mode, traveling the globe with his family, playing cornhole like it's his job, crushing paddle tennis, and always finding ways to give back while having a damn good time doing it. Rob, you've racked up more wins for great causes than the number of bracelets on your wrist or rhinestones in your cheer team dad jacket, which is truly impressive. Please join me in a huge round of applause for our fundraiser of the year. Rob, please come on up.
A little bit that way.
Or you can turn the camera too.
As long as it's my good side. Yeah, we're good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, Rob!
Okay, so I have to be fair. I was limited in my time that I could speak, but I do have something to say. But I also need to say something. Oh yes, correct. Me limited in speaking, never. I had a month to prepare for this because Brian shared that I was being honored with something at the Fathers Club dinner, and I couldn't attend the one in January because of a cheer event. And we conspired that I was going to record my acceptance speech not knowing what I was winning for. So it really inappropriately threw Wayne under the bus. In various conversations we've had in the past. But I will change and pivot, although I did come from a cheer event today in Atlantic City, like peeling wheels in. But I have to share something. So first, I have to share a huge, humongous thank you to the people who make me a dad, that allow me to be a Ridgefield Father Club. So to my wife Heather, and to my thank you. And I was committed to keeping it brief, 6 or 7 minutes, but I do think, as I look to this table, it is Ella Armstrong who encouraged me to become Scotland's PTA president.
Oh, no.
It is Rudy Marconi, who I called and said, Scotland's building a new playground and I need your financial bank account to back this up. I will raise half of the $500,000 if the town commits the other half to that $500,000. We now have an ADA accessible playground at Scotland, and we raised $250,000 in 9 months. Thank you to Rudy. I will look at Ezra because I have never done anything without Ezra. From Coke fundraising to everything to us oddly looking a lot alike one another. I have to share. That was amazing. To Wayne and Jen Karen, the Democratic registrar, pulling my arm at every single election that I show up for, trying to pull me in different directions. And then also to being the first dad to ever be the chair of the Princess Ball. So the Princess Ball is a 25-year young event that we all cherish, and I became the first dad chair of that event. And I have to say that it comes back to this room because I grasped hold of an event that is monumentally important to so many of our little ladies out there, with given 2 Post-it notes on how to make it run. And when I fretted what it meant to sell out those two events. It was this organization and this community that I leaned upon, and you came roaring to that success, including Brian, and Sarah's going to thank me for this, texting me this morning and saying, I forgot to buy tickets. Can you get some? There are still tickets available at Princess Ball next weekend, so that's my plug for that.
Give me that award back.
That's fair. Sarah said, she goes, please throw Brian under the bus. I committed to it. And on video, nonetheless. But sincerely, thank you. It really, really, truly comes back to one ridiculously simple thing, and it's community. And I can't stand enough by the fact that it is community that built playgrounds, that fundraises money, that does coat drives. I have to encourage you, the most soul-filling work I've ever done for the Rituals Fathers Club is Paranormal Park. Brian says, hey, I need somebody, and I'm like, this is not my wheelhouse. And he texts me a lot and says, I need your help. And I'm like, what do you need help with? I got you. And he goes, well, invite your girls to do it. And I was like, my girls will never, ever, ever do Paranormal Park. I'm like, girls, do you want to scare people? And they're like, yes, yes, we do. Yes. And like the Casey family taught us on how to be scary clowns, it is the most soul-filling work to scare the crap out of people. I cannot begin to tell you. But I do always want to slow it down for one moment because I do want to talk about being a dad and the role that dad has. 3 years ago, we lost an extraordinary dad in this community in Dave Buckley. He's a man who showed up with a ratchet and a wrench to my doorstep more times than I could talk about, checked in on me, and I'm humbled by being a part of the Jedi Council that supports this cornhole tournament. Be a good dad, reach out, ask how you're doing, send a funny meme, send a funny joke, and do it. And after we lost Dave, months went by, I'm sorry, not even months, weeks went by, and I lost my work bestie as he took his own life. He was the happiest, most joyful dad of 7. He did the same job I did every day, the same grueling activities, the same tough clients, the same everything. But he always did it with an extraordinary amount of smiles and love. And I knew him for years and never knew that he struggled for mental health and mental well-being and ultimately took his life not weeks after. It took me months, quite honestly, a year to fully recover from that, and no one would know. I was president of Scotland, I was building a playground, I was chair of the Princess Ball. I was doing all of these things while so difficultly struggling inside, but it was community amongst above all else that allowed me to get through those moments. Do not allow deferred maintenance that took out Dave's life, and don't allow men's mental health that took out Ted Hall's life. Stop all of you from being the dad you are today. Above all else, take care of yourself first, take care of your kids second, take care of your wife third, and most importantly, above all else, take care of one another and look out for one another, send jokes, and be good to one another. So thank you. And I don't know if I can say it on video, but I really love everything about Brian Armstrong except for the fact that he went to Boston College. And it is in every vein in my body that I say, fuck him up, BC sucks.
Wow!
Well, there you have it.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Rob, for your enthusiastic support of Boston College.